no braver man than Greg Raymond after a huge crash where he threw the car 15 feet into the catch fence in front of the grandstand, came back out with the car battered through and didn't compete the final, but really it was a brave effort from the Kingaroy Auto Wreckers car.
Yes indeed, a Kingaroy Auto Wreckers, one of our sponsors, along with the Kingaroy Engine Centre. And they're down there at Kingaroy, and if you want anything for any vehicle, Greg Raymond's the man to talk to down there. And I tell you what, if he can't get it for your vehicle, then it is simply not available. Also, Kalula Gympie Food Services, that's Charlie Horn down there in Gympie. Pearson Drilling, and we've got Ed Pearson right on the front line there in the Pearson Drilling car number 4. Action City Motors on the highway in Gympie, your Ford, Nissan and Mitsubishi dealers. And John's a great person to deal with. And of course we've been talking about Petro Fuels. They're the people right here in Kingaroy and Toowoomba who are bringing you this round of the Whipcott Seedlings Trackwell Motor Bodybuilders Modified Production Challenge. And Trevor Racco has just arrived to up here in the control tower to see his challenge going. And of course Trevor is the man from the Trackwell Motor Bodybuilders there in Gympie. And as we're saying, folks, these guys do a couple of laps and then they're going to pull up, get out of their cars and let you have a look at them. They are here today. These cars, they've got some colourful crystals tonight. Normally we have frisbees. Engine died in that flying South Burnett car. This is the Whipcott Seedlings Trackwell Motor Body Builders Modified Production Challenge. We've only got 5 cars out there, but have a look at the ones on the front line. Current Queensland champion out of Brisbane, that beautifully prepared Aussie Trackwear Commodore, Gary Brown.
Watch for Russell Baldry, watch on the outside for Gary Brown. Baldry up on the inside, behind Baldry, we're away. Baldry now. Brownie trying to find a way around to it. Here comes. Oh, red lights on. Not going to let that go. I think Doyle served them notice, Paul. He's not here to muck around. He's here to win. How quick is the Bell Electrical car? This is going to be a sensational round. Doyle's car's 5 minutes old and it's got scars on it everywhere, Paul. He's here meaning business.
Yes, indeed, one of them.
Up, the nerves are starting to flow in him. To Baldry in the Fixit Auto Wreckers car on the inside, the Aussie Trackwell car on the outside. Look at Brownie trying to wait, and Ed Pearson. Pearson now drops down on the pole line up in front of Baldry. Here comes across the start-finish line, 8 laps will be the distance. Baldry now, car washes up a bit, turn number 1. Brown with the Aussie Trackwell car. Now has no edge at this stage, front runners have got away. Doyle can get out in front of Pearson, he's going to run. Doyle now trying to find a way down the inside of Pearson. Up along the side door, up along the front door. No room there for him, here comes now starting to lose a little bit of the bodywork on the side. Todd Doyle's very serious about this tonight. Baldwin's got no edge at this stage for the fly. Ed Pearson. Aussie Trackwell car number 2 of Gary Brown leads him away. Our Queensland champion's got no for 3rd place. Todd Doyle being very forceful in behind Ed Pearson. Contact being made by Doyle on the car. Here they come. Doyle's going to have a run round the outside. Switches back on the inside. Todd Doyle right up on the inside now. He's got Pearson. pace has been on, the ground's now settled into a rhythm. And the Gary Brown. Baldwin to the Baldwin Science entry and goes Gary Brown Queensland number 1 takes second. Todd Doyle in the Bed Electrical car in for third, and Pearson. Well, what a great fantastic round.
Put your hands together, folks, all the way from Brisbane in the Aussie Trackwear car. Beautifully prepared Commodore, and it's Gary Brown behind the wheel. Takes out heat number 1. Queensland champion Russell Baldry had a few problems sorting out turn number 1 early in the race, but got the thing pointed in the right direction towards the end of the race. Modified production, if you like, is car number 29. That's the Kingaroy Auto Wreckers outside the second row. Where's our local fans? The winner of the modified production feature here last time, Travis Barron. The South Burnett hope tonight. Rob Clifford back on the racetrack in the Caboolture car, 33. And it's the Caboolture Volca. He's got them all in front of him. And a big job for East Coast number 43, Steve Collins. Well, we've got a South Burnett car in this, folks, so let's get behind young Travis. He's got a big job because he's got some of the best cars in Australia in front of him.
Bayfield looking like he's going to mean business out of the start. Bayfield gets it away, car 19 out in front of him goes well. And I tell you what a great field of cars Hooper now. Jordan now crossed over to third place. And John Hooper, if he doesn't know Raymond's behind him, he's going to learn about it very quickly in the Shoreline Transport car. Corner Wreckers for Greg Raymond now. Here comes the Blackbird Wreckers car. He's going to start pushing Raymond through. He wants to follow through on the inside of Hooper. Car 19, the Shoreline Transport car, doing a great job. The Blackbird is really in trouble. Have a look at Greg Raymond as he starts to set Hooper up for the kill. Hooper now. Here comes Steve Jordan on the back off. Greg Raymond. Jordan now tries to find a way on the inside. He's halfway up the door. I'm here. Steve Jordan now trying to find a way around this. Is a two-lane racetrack. No. Right clear on the AP computer's car. Right around here, he's on the back. Now Barrett's going to make this a four-way battle. He's come to rear the field. Here comes Jordan up the inside of Greg Raymond. Back to Barron. So the Zuma back to Raymond. Jordan starting to give him 1-2. Here comes Travis Barron on the inside of Steve Jordan. That was all he needed to jump up to third place. The door open. Travis Barron kicked him shut as he comes. The best progressive drive we've seen by the Shoreline Transport car. Greg Raymond's got no answer apart from trying to drive through the door. Here he comes. Half on the grass, half on the track. Hooper now. Here comes Barron. He's starting to see the light. He's up on the inside. But Greg Raymond. We're looking for rain.
Okay, fans here at Kingaroy Showground, put your hands together. Modified Production Racing. And Warren Hooper, one of the young guns in the Shoreline Transport. Car number 19, he's got up to win it. Plenty of pressure all the way from the master himself, Greg Raymond. Fortunately, a broken engine in the car. Neil Lewis he's the current point score leader at the moment, and he'll be looking for all the points he can get in this one. Steve Price, one of the new drivers on the outside. Greg Schultz back in action here tonight. Mark Ferguson and Neil Lewis. We're in for another big one.
Greg Schultz up out of position 3. He's the one to watch. He'll drop straight in behind Halley, and Halley will probably push Steve Price up the wall. Here they go. Greg Schultz straight up the inside of Price. Here comes car 45. That's Neil Lewis. Red lights on. They don't like the start. Well, we're going to get these drivers out. He's just been bumped into the seat right behind Halley. He saw what would have happened in the first start. He thought, oh well, that's pretty good. I'll just jump in behind Michael Halley. Greg Schultz now on the outside now. Left on the outside, then of course it's Mark Ferguson. Watch Ferguson try and jump straight down in behind the Falcon of Lewis. Halley will control this start. He'll get out of the hole here pretty quickly. Looking for the green light. Driver racing, Price. Did you decide he wanted to go at Halley? Here comes Lewis. But have a look at 42, that's Ferguson. Tried to force his way in over Lewis. That motor running on as he comes around the inside of Lewis. Michael Halley now out in front. Price in behind him. Here comes Lewis on the colour fast. Michael Halley's operating car has got this car working well. Here comes Ferguson up the inside of Price. He said, thank you very much, give me an inch and I'll take it. Any idea how close the artery is if you're driving as hard as you can, as long as you can. That new carburetor, still the car with the wrist fine, but he's got so much pace out of that car. Takes the pacer at the front. Ferguson in the GDM Colour Fast Records car. Michael Halley has got a nice balance in the car, so it moves all around the track. He just seems to be able to drive it really well. From the flying Michael front, he is the high That's how he likes it. Ferguson now starts to knuckle down, trying to reach the still trying to find the fastest way around. He's got the better of
there they go, folks, and that's the reason why Michael Halley leads the points at the moment.
Inside the Logan City Bus Lines car. On the outside of him, the Baldwin Signs car of Baldwin. We've got Caboolture Motor car number 3. Metal car across Doyle on the outside. Fixit Auto Records on position 5. That's Russell Baldry, and the Shoreline Transport car of Hooper on the outside, position 6. Look for the start. Lewis will get away well. Baldwin now on the outside. Doyle straight down the inside. He's jumped into position 2, and he's going forward. Come out, bit of up and shove there already. He means this is Baldwin's up against the wall. Baldwin's up against the wall. Red lights on. Doyle must be thinking to himself, what am I going to do to get a great start and get away in the first heat of Lewis and the Falcon. This is going to be a great start. Watch the Metallurgical car on the outside. Baldry's got caught in traffic, the Queensland champion.
Looks like the car.
Oh, it's a big push. Very unhappy driver out here in Baldwin. Not very happy at all. He will make his way back in the infield. The car extensively damaged. Parking the car. We look for a start. Lewis is a bit nervous on the throttle. Doyle now straight around the outside. Lewis is into second place. Baldry stopped up the inside of the Queensland champion, Russell Baldry. The Doyle now, the Metallurgical car, out in front and starting the motor. Behind him, Lewis, the Logan City Bus. Baldry now trying to find a way around the Falcon of Lewis. Lewis tips the car in. Found a nice drive line high up in the circuit. Baldry had a big look then underneath. Here comes Warren Hooper, the Shoreline Transport. As he comes past the start finish line. Lewis is in defence mode, he's got the lead. He's going to have to sit back away. Baldry's the only man on a charge. Baldry now comes up on the outside. He'll try to come down on the inside as he drops the wheel. Hasn't had the best to run tonight. Tries very hard to get past the Falcon in front. Warren Hooper's car. Here comes Baldry. Left in front. I'm going to make a way through. Look at the Fixit Auto Records car of Baldry. Logan City's fastest bus. Lewis down. Really? I don't know if these guys feel Lewis is fighting hard to keep him off his back. 2 laps remaining. Out in front, the Metallurgical car. He gets the white flag. He's got only one more. behind the Queensland champion. Oh, what a great heat.
It's the man from Redford's Better Electrical down there in Gippy. Ronnie Doyle takes out a big 36 points for that win. Basically standard engines and they all start laughing. But modified production racing again. And Eddie Pearson, the drilling Commodore out of Brisbane will... Lights are out, we're going racing.
Watch for Pearson out of pole. Watch for Jordan on the outside. Green light, we've gone racing. Jordan. Oh, Pearson's going to go right round. Got a little bit of a health tapper on the back. Behind him, then we go back to Brown. Our new driver there, of course, is doing great battles. Gregelton. Pearson's got a problem. He's not going forward. The Blackbird car of Steve Jordan has got that thing in a groove and he's local knowledge helps the car. Oh, big push mid-corner. That must be a bit tricky as they turn into one. Now Hamill Lord and Greg Short flames belching out the side of the Army there. Here comes Brownie. Behind the car, have a look at into turn number one. There comes flames belch out the side of Greg Short car. The Army Auto Care car.
Hopefully nothing too drastically wrong with the car. He's the local boy, got them all riding on his shoulders here tonight. Travis Barrett, good show into second place, but he couldn't catch the flying Steve Jordan. In the Blackburn performance car number 22. Good to see Greg Schilt back into the podium position. Car number 6 out of Brisbane. Home in position number 3. And Gary Brown right behind him, folks. That's what must have modified production. Kingaroy Auto Wreckers man Greg Raymond, number 29. Brock Clifford, car number 33 is tucked in there in position number 3. And Steve Price one of the newer drivers out of Brisbane, and you're dead right, Michael Halley. The Caboolture Flyer is right at the back of this one, and he knows that the guys who are chasing him in the points score have had some big points in their last lot of heats. He'll be looking to get through to the front.
All right, Ferguson on pole line. On the outside of him is Greg Raymond. Brock Clifford and the Commodore behind him. Now have a look at Ferguson as he launches the colour-fast car out of there. Here comes Raymond back on the inside. Michael Halley now goes around the outside of Brock Clifford. Side as they come past him. Raymond pushes Ferguson up higher on the track. Ferguson still got drive. He hasn't backed out of this yet. Everybody's up on the red limiters. The cars are bouncing hard on those. But have a look at Michael. But out in front, the Auto Wreckers car on. Greg Raymond, the colour-fast GDM Wreckers car on. Ferguson behind him. Got no answer for the mistakes. The pace up front's too fast. They're really starting to drive away. Raymond now on the pole line, driving defensive. The big Falcon very good. Red light's on.
And where's I can fill you in, and all the good people here too. It's a safety feature. Michael Halley, would you believe that either the window net was not attached properly or it's fallen down, and unfortunately by the rules, that's a safety feature, and Michael Halley will take no further part in this event.
I really don't think Michael realises that's a terrible disappointment to him. He'll just shake his head. Look at the disappointment into the wall. The last thing you want to come through and hit that wall is your head. We're waiting for a restart. Look at Raymond. Ferguson had a big look. He's got a big move down the inside of Raymond. Have a look at Ferguson as he pushes Raymond up against the wall. So the the big Falcon is out in pursuit of Ferguson. The battle is going to look at Raymond. Raymond now has got the red mist happening. As he works his way out to turn number 4. Look at Raymond throw the car even across the start-finish line. He is dead set serious here tonight. Twice there's no answer to these guys. Brock Clifford's now back in the fray. He's up in the 4th place and looking like he might ever go at 3rd. Finding a bit of form, long time out of the car, Brock Clifford. From Clifford. Ferguson now under siege by the Kingaroy Auto Wreckers car of Raymond. Look at Raymond trying to find the way around. These fans traded blows twice. Have a look at Raymond. Last lap. Raymond knows he's got one lap to do something. Has a look on the inside of Ferguson. No room there. Will he go on the outside of Ferguson's got the better of him though. Ferguson takes the heat win. Raymond in for 2nd. Price in for 3rd. And Brock Clifford comes back to 4th place. And I think the score's 1-all, Paul.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. That is modified production racing. Speed of these cars unbelievable. Mark Ferguson, colour fast.
Now there's mechanical call. They're in the phone book here, and fantastic supporters of Speedway here at the Alright, on the outside, onto the a little bit drier at the moment. Is Doyle going to buzz the rears, not get a lot of drive? Big, he's over it, Doyle. Oh, Doyle, as he run high, that track's still a little bit slippery. Doyle's got the car. Running around and running quickly on the high part of the track. Pearson now drops down to the pole line. That's still too slippery. And newcomer short. Doyle now, big hit to rev on board. The better electrical car. Pearson drilling car, or Bob Pearson now really starting to now behind him, really learning oh, big push down inside of this. He wants to get on with this. So Rezaga now throws himself up to second place, Pearson back to third. Since they started, I think he's got a chance. He might want to lap Pearson. And he's not been kind to this evening. Sets the car into turn one. Really's got that car running on a streak between turn one and two. Starts to come back. Oh, Doyle nearly turned himself around. Better electrical car and cracked well motor body spots the car of Doyle, car number 7. Really starting up. Look at Doyle so far up there. She's back off the rear bar, up onto the board to the top of the track. Like a practice side for Todd Doyle. He's just out there on his own at this stage. First place is his. Rezaga's going to hold on. He's just happy to finish about 3 laps remaining on the they'll come round this time. I think Todd Doyle will get the last lap flag. Last lap for Doyle as he starts to back off, but I don't think the better electrical car comes round to take another heat win. Put your hands together for him. He's led this from start to go. The 3-man race comes to turn number 3, into turn number 4. Well, Paul, they were only battling for for second and third. Nothing was going to get Todd Doyle.
Toddy Doyle in the transport car out of the Sunshine Coast. Steve Jordan in the Blackburn car number 2. Albion Auto Care car number 6. Greg Schultz. Logan City Bus Services. That's Neil Lewis in car number 45. Shoreline Transport. Sunshine Coast number 19 is Warren Hooper. Steve Collins, the Caboolture Bowl car, is car number 43, and watch the man from the back. Steve Jordan, the Blackburn Performances Cortina, car number 22. That's the field in heat number 2 of the 3rd round for the Modified Challenge here tonight.
Looking forward to Steve Jordan coming from the rear. This is going to be everything or anything. The final was one of the biggest accidents I've ever seen in modified production, but all credit to Gary Brown and the guys getting the Aussie Trackway Commodore back. Brown on the inside, Steve Jordan now in position 3. Out beside him, of course, is Warren Hooper in the Shoreline Transport car. Here they go looking for a start. Brown gets away. Oh, have a look at everybody starting to crowd the first turn. Hooper now up the inside of Greg Shilton. Have a look and see. Then we go back to Shoreline Transport with Albion Autocare behind him with the fastest bus driver in motor racing, the Logan City Bus Services car of Neil Lewis. The big Falcon now that's having a lot of trouble keeping up with the frenetic pace. Have a look at Jordan. Had a big look down the inside of Brown. Commodore versus Cortina out in front. Aussie Trackway doing the job of the Shoreline Transport car. Greg Short under attack by Neil Lewis and the big Falcon. Lewis and the Falcon slides up the inside of Greg Short. He's going to get on Blackburn Engineering, car of Jordan. Then we've got the Shoreline Transport car. Now we're looking at Jordan. He carries some great road speed onto the front straight. Jordan now, big look down the inside. Brown closest the door. Doesn't close it, slams it close on it. One mistake and it's going to be all over him, but have a look at car 19, Warren Hooper. Warren's trying to get on the back of these two cars. Come around these feet, George, you've got to do it up against the boards. Warren Hooper now tries a different line, trying to get a bit more bite, trying to get a bit more go forward. Jordan now, big look down the inside. Jordan, Brown washed up a little bit too high. Jordan had to look down, but Brown closed that door. Slammed it. Brown's going to hold up to his turn now. Big look under brakes, turns the car in. Warren Hooper's got no answer. Neil Lewis is just going to hang on to the no joy for Jordan. Brown takes the win. Jordan in second place. Third is Hooper.
Gary Brown at the start of the night was holding down position number 2 in the point score, and he'd love that. A big bag full of points for the Aussie Trackway Commodore driver out of Brisbane.
Brand new AU XR6 Falcon sitting in his shed, and I've got to tell you, I've had a look at the car and its build so far. It's going to be a stunning motor car when it first arrives out here. It really will look a good thing. So it's starting to get a bit serious now. Clifford's going to be on the pole. On the outside of him in Queensland 1, that'll be Baldry. Michael Halley out of 3. Ferguson out of 4. They've started already. Clifford's got swamped. Here it comes. Greg Raymond. Raymond's going to come up the inside of Michael Halley. Michael Halley around the outside. Raymond now is going to do the same thing right around the outside of Brock Clifford. So Raymond now up in the third place. Ferguson now is going to try and find a way around. And Carlo was Russell Baldry, Queensland champion. The highest point score in this series so far behind him, that's Michael Halley. Behind him. There, he falls back into the clutches of Greg Raymond. Halley now works the the big XF Falcon up behind the Queensland champion. Anything can happen in this next few laps. Halley now throws the car in, Raymond behind him. The bottom point is done. No one wants to make one mistake. You do that, so it's going to wash up on you. Halley now, but Raymond throws the big Falcon underneath Halley. Trying to find it. And no way around him at all. Ferguson now struggling to get back into this race. He can't get into the back of this race. Landry now under siege by Halley. Halley now trying everything that he can to get underneath him. No line around the outside. For Halley to get past. And here comes Ferguson. He's closed that gap down. The colour fast Cortina is really starting to go. You're going to have one more lap to go. Now, Michael Halley says, get a move on. Get a move on the Kingaroy Auto Wreckers car on Greg Raymond. Takes the win, second place to Michael Halley. And with Ferguson was starting to charge home, but that was 2 or 3 more laps longer. They were going to be in. He was going to be right in the middle of it. There we go back to Ferguson. We then get Neil Lewis beside him, Michael Halley. Car number 3, Steve Price is there. I just see Michael Halley make that far. Come down and really has got a great position in this final. 25 laps the journey. Michael Halley's won the last 2. He said the third trophy you're going to have 3 to have a set. Hooper line drops straight down off the high line to come in. Greg Schultz, how have you look up so much bite he's got up top. See if you can run right around the outside and get a better position. The rest is starting to move. The evening for these guys. Doyle off pole's going to be hard to beat. Brown's going to have a go though. And look at Jordan behind, they're starting to bunch up. And there goes Doyle. Jordan jumps straight in. Baldry's been pushed up. Everybody's trying to come down. Michael Halley's on the infield. Ferguson now tries to find a way up the inside. We've got Baldry then behind him. Back to Lewis. Back to He can see Todd Doyle. Here comes Steve Jordan into the lead. He goes. Second and third place drivers. We've only got one He's got that car hooked He's gonna have his hands wide very shortly. Starting to back out. These guys haven't let up. This has been absolutely sensational. But how Steve Jordan ever thought that he could have cut heat back the distance between him and Todd Doyle and actually make a way past him.
Ladies and gentlemen, at Kingaroy Speedway, stand and applaud modified production racing at its best. An absolutely fantastic event. Congratulations to our winner, Steve Jordan, back in the winner's circle. Hard luck to Todd Doyle. He led for most of the way, but that's the way it goes. And Gary Brown, a great drive into third place. Greg Raymond was right there as well, along with Mark Ferguson. Next one home would have been Russell Baldry. In front of Warren Hooper, I think, would have been there in car number 19. Put your hands together, folks, as he goes around. That's Steve put a cat among the pigeons when it comes to the point scores. Okay. Down there in the middle, Wes, have you got a word with our winner?
Well, folks, give a round of applause as he gets out of the car. That was a fantastic drive. Steve Jordan. Right. We'll let you have this thing moving straight away. Congratulations, mate. That was one of the best drives I've seen in a long time. You were so patient behind it. You read the traffic well. You've got a capacity.
As you can sort of tell with the program, the points are very close. It's beat, put a tailgate break second, back to third. And mate, with this sort of competition, it can only get better. The series is just a fabulous thing for everyone to watch, and great to be a part of.
Mate, the car worked really good all through the night, and you were fairly calculated, I suppose, on where you wanted to start. The car just looked to come on so well.
Yeah, well, we've got a big safety set up for quite a few months, but we sort of rode the car off. But we've now found a setup which is suited to slicks tracks, and hopefully the final meeting we can sort of bring it on back to winning again.
Mate, Woodstock Seedlings and Trackwell Minor Bodies, just have put on a great series for you guys.
Mate, they have. I mean, it's just brought the production class up a stage, you know, like it's just brought everyone up to sort of have their cars looking good, and it's not all about money, but it's how well the drivers sort of compete with each other and all that sort of stuff. It's on a good show for everyone.
So give a round of applause. He's won this series tonight. Give me the hand. I'll tell He said, I'll have a bit of this. I've got a fairly large car. Let's make a gap big up. Oh, round goes Raymond.
Catch me if you can. We got one turned around. Control tower to see his challenge going, and of course Trevor is the man from the Trackwell Motor Bodybuilders there in Gympie.
To see what's going to happen. Good fields of cars. Side door, up along the front door. No room there for him. He comes.
Off that wet bit right down close to the grass. And they've got a little bit of a wobble up there between Chantal Barbara. Got it all. Right at the death. Those people on the far side will see it. The outside steer tyre has come off the rim. And as with this too, we've seen young Matthew Hams. That's from the Hams Auto Shop. They're Nova Screen windscreen repairers. You find them at Nanango Road at King.
Oh, come out. Bit above the shoulder already. He means this is all. Baldwin's up against the wall. Green light, we've got to race it. Jordan. Oh, Pearson's going to go right round. The car in position number 4 and 4. Oh, we've got more heats to go. Got Halley now. Goes around the outside of Rock Clifton.
Onto the infield is Amy Howell in car number 33. And straight into the fence. Yes. They breed them tough up here in Kingaroy. Raymond Daly, Jessica Raymond, Michelle Barbalow, and Amy Howell. Travis Hutchison goes to the outside and looks for the big outside pass. Brendan Kelly's in trouble. Gets a little... Definitely struggling with the car, and now he's struggling. And Jessica goes straight into the race lead, and that turns it around down the back straight, and Amy Howell doesn't hit her. Mark Ferguson. Next one home would have been Russell Baldry in front of...
Isolation, so look at McLaughlin's come from nowhere. McLaughlin. Big lead on the side of Harvey's car as they come to turn number 2. And Bartley goes wide.
is David Badolo in the car number 37. The extra is Mark Raymond in car number 30, and right at the back, Russell Cowley is car number 10, and this is a good field of street sedans, the first run out tonight. So here we go, heat number 1, street sedan action right here at the Kingaroy Showground. The track will be a little bit wet and slippery for the moment. Right now, Darren Baldwin, Cameron Buzzico, side by side, and here comes Cameron Buzzico, got it all crossed up the wrong way. Mark Raymond charging through underneath him, and Darren Brims would be the next one. Graham Howell with a little bit of tyre rubbing on car number 27. Way out wide on the fence, goodness knows why he's out there, but Darryl Redflag will think it's Christmas because he's tucked the little Nissan straight underneath. Darren Baldwin right out wide on the fence and has been relegated. Again, he's staying out wide, but the problem with the car. Cameron Buzzico is here to come underneath. Right there on the fence. And Cameron Buzzico goes through as well, as does Mark Raymond. Doesn't need too many invitations to move up through the field. Darren Baldwin obviously is the problem with car number 3. We're on the race line and will continue on his way. Looks like Cameron Buzzico with some problems as well. Slowing down as he goes through the way out in front of Darryl Redflag. They're lining up behind Cameron Buzzico, and I'm sure Cameron's got some problems with the car, holding it right in tightly onto the grass.
Buzzico's got a flat inside left. Flat inside that back car, so going to make it very difficult. We're almost right on the road. The back is due to traffic. Buzzico's looking like he's got a problem with the car, lifting it around. Troy Ricker's car there, right up on the inside. Here comes Bald around the outside. The green lights are on. Our race leader pulled up and waited for the field. I don't know what went on there at all. Red flag, a potent little four-cylinder pulsar. Red lights are on though.
Okay, well, a little bit of confusion there. Red light on and off. Stewards, and try and work out exactly what happened there. Kelly at the tail of the field, and we got them coming from everywhere as the light goes green, and right out on the boards was Jim Cowley. Michelle Barbler it is who leads them for the first time down. Between himself and the rest of the field is Michelle Barbler in all sorts of trouble in turn number 4. Young Aidan Raymond is the race leader. We couldn't say young Jim Cowley chasing, but Gentleman Jim back into the field and is cleared right out. In car number 2.
Interesting, you see that Raymond's now starting to push the car up a bit higher. Behind him, of course, is Carroll. Then back to car number 17. Really got handicapped then by some cars moving around that of Michelle Barbler as she pushed up in turn number 2. Here he comes, throws the car past the start finish line, trying to make his way onto the back car. But here comes the local hero army as he makes a beeline for that front row. Raymond now still resting with the car. opposite Kingaroy car. Now Cowley on the corridor. Quickly up onto the back. Here comes Harvey. He's closed the gap as well, Paul.
Down the back chute, and it's Jim Cowley having a look on the inside of young Aidan Raymond. On him in turn number 3. Michelle Barber will play a part in this event because they're quickly coming up on her as a lap car. She receives the lap car flag. Getting away from Jim Cowley at the moment, and down the back chute, Aidan Raymond. Jim Cowley closes right up again as they come on the tail of Michelle Barber around the outside. Aidan Raymond gets it a little bit loose. He's got to stay out there. There's the white flag. Only one to go, and Cowley's got the race down on the inside. Here comes Craig Harms. He's going to go on the inside. Aidan Raymond. Jim Cowley has taken advantage of the situation and is going to go on to win the seat of the Street Sedans over Craig Harms right from him. Aidan Raymond getting caught up a little bit with Michelle Barber and dropping back into third position. Janine Jones, the next one, and Steve Hutchison.
Jim Cowley got that serve to him on the plate then, didn't he? He read the traffic really well, jumped down the inside of Michelle Barber.
That pace car, this is Division 2 racing, and probably the major difference between these cars is the expense of the tyres that are on the car. The light's beginning to take effect right here at the Kingaroy Showground, and we've got a big night of racing. Division 2's first time out on the racetrack tonight. Michael Jesse and Cole Jenkins off the pole line, and Cole Jenkins easily wins that little drag race down the back chute. With the run right around the outside, will pick up, he's got it all crossed up. That's car 17, that's Peter Stolzenberg. Still stays out there, got the foot right through the wall, asking for everything. He's all untidy through turn number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Cole Jenkins, he's gone, forget about him. The rest of the action is back there in the pack with Michael Jesse. In there with Casey Pimpton, one flying big outside pass as the Michael Jesse is 13, Casey Pimpton right behind. Peter Stolzenberg is the one who gets to the outside but hasn't quite got the legs in the Cortina to continue on with it. The next one in there, Clinton Lawrence, and tailed out at the moment in car number 22 is Benson. Catch me if you can. We got one turned around, and that is car number 17. That's Peter Stolzenberg. He was out there hanging the tail, and eventually away again with the first heat of Division 2.
Our race comes round, of course, it's Colin Jenkins. Colin now being chased by the Falcon. Car number 13 of Steve Cook. Cook tries to find his way around the outside there, but Jenkins got too much pace. But it's still Jenkins from Cook. Cook back to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg now really has got that Cortina starting to hook up nicely. Cook now wouldn't have any idea that he's closing unless the passenger signal him. Not very much left, not very many laps left in this event. 8 is the total distance they'll travel. 78 starting to go on strong. Really not starting to sound good at all. Cook now, must say the Stolzenberg behind him. Car 17, yes, Cook now. Really starts to move up on the outside, tries to look down the inside to go to turn number 1. Turn number 2. Starts to get And I tell you what, oh, cook up on the infield. Been a very, very sick engine in that car, number 74. Trade and security products car. Believe it or not, brand new poly blue fill pump on it, no fuel pressure. Not a very happy camper from the Caboolture Club.
Mortimer and Co. auditors and for all of your accounting needs and tax needs, Chelsea Mortimer and on the wet track they are going to have a handful. Alan Stegel, the big Falcon, he's being leaned on already, and away we go. Around the outside, it's young Matthew Hams in car number 11, and he takes the Matthew Hams. Ty Jones would be the next one holding down position number 3, and he's just trying to skirt around the outside of the really wet part of the track. Coming from the back of the pack is Mark Daly in the second. Back then to 78 of Warren Lawrence and David Brown coming around the outside of him. Alan Stegel, the race leader. Ty Jones can't take advantage of it. Got the car well hooked up through turn number 2 because right behind him Mark Daly putting the pressure on. As the Falcon has died, the timing has just gone kaput and no drive. Ty Jones has got it all crossed up. In the main straightaway, saves it. Travis Hutchison now on his tail. Back then to Brendan Cowley. Oh, the young fellow, the local fellow, Matthew Hams, the Hams Cranes car. He's got Mark Daly hot on his hammer. In possession number 3, having a ding-dong battle with Brendan Cowley. The white flag, car number 78, Warren Lawrence, about to have a lap put on him. Matthew Hams will have to go around the outside. Mark Daly won't need any intervention. Leap through there into the front car. Down the back chute for the minor placing. On the racetrack is young Matthew Hams in front of Mark Daly. Travis Hutchison will get home in position number 3 in front of Ty Jones. Brendan Cowley the next one. David Brown, good drive from him. First outing in the little Escort. And Warren Lawrence it was the only other car to complete the second row. In addition to the program will be Mark Raymond behind the wheel of car number 03 on the room. Janine Jones is there as well in car number 7, and I think you're point.
Car 28, of course, is Aidan Raymond. Craig Hart at the wheel. Madonna thinks he started already. And let him go. Cowley really got left up and the red lights come on. I don't know whether Madonna is involved in it, but he definitely. So David Madonna against the rear. That'll bring car 28, Aidan Raymond, up to the front. Watch for Raymond, he's going to start. Cowley gets the foot down. Raymond gets a better start. So away to Raymond leads us away. Russell Cowley now on the skyline. Here comes Raymond around the outside of Hart. But Harvey up on the inside, tags the side of Russell. Track still a little wet down on the pole line. But Raymond now out in front of the career record car. Craig Hart in car 87. Here comes the other Raymond brother. Oh, big bumps down the front there. Back to Hart, back to Raymond. We're battling for fourth place. Is Michelle Barber. With the Raymond car has started to clear out. Harvey behind him has no answer for the Cortina at this stage. Hasn't got an answer to the race, who's out in front driving extremely quickly. Harvey now. Car a little bit untidy to turn number 2. Around the back front tyre, very flat on Cowley's car. Harvey now starting to get into the rhythm, finding his way to the back of Raymond. Now trying to find a way into the battle for second place. Last lap, here comes Harvey. Harvey now onto the back of the push as they come through turn number 4. No way around there. Raymond's going to take the win. Second place to Hart. Then we go back to Mark Raymond. Fourth place, the battle between Modolo and the car number 7, which is Janine Jones, comes through at 6th place.
Okay, there they go, folks. Put your hands together for young Aidan Raymond.
Cowley on the inside. Brims on the outside. General red flag here out of 4. Right through the cars as they come through. Cowley now on the Commodore, the Conacher car. Down to the inside of Brims. Brims has got washed up. Here comes Darryl Redflag and the little Nissan Pulsar. The Commodore. Brims, Queensland champion, in position 2, with no answer for Cowley at this stage. The car on the pole line, being very defensive. He knows Brims is behind him. The Cowley really starts to wash up. Here comes Brims. Had a big stiff down the inside, but no answer in the end. Richland's car not right. The back of that car moving around. It is a front-wheel drive car, keep that in mind. Cowley now starts to encounter the slower traffic. Brims is behind him, then back to Richland. Starting to get frustrated now behind Norwood. As Bobber goes on the outside of Richland. Have a look at Buzzico. He's going to... Oh, Richland had it so sideways to the little Pulsar. Cowley in front. And back to outside, Cameron Buzzico, is he going to pull it off? What a move along the outside by Cameron Buzzico. So Buzzico now up into third place. So go to the BP Ferry Street entry at Brims. Here comes Buzzico. Then we go back to Baldwin, Speedway. The Cowley now leads the way. We go back to Brims. Buzzico can't do anything about it. He'll take third place. With Baldwin there in fourth. Great drive by Cowley. Then back to Brims. But the big move, the complete lap on the outside was the highlight of that race by Cameron Buzzico. Put your heads together from what a great race that was, Paul. Yeah, to clear that car very shortly, push it back on the infit, push it back into the pit area, and be back to you, Paul.
Okay, Amy Howell, everything all right with the people? So Cole Jenkins moves back one. Clinton Lawrence, I think, is in 78. And the other car number 13, Michael Jesse. This is 8 laps of Street Sedan Division 2. The lights have gone out, so they're coming around for a start. Jones it is, who'll get the better of the start from the inside. And he goes straight into the race lead. Tracy Panton is the next one. In there is Travis Hutchison with a little bit of a bip in the bar. Number 3, Tracy Panton's in trouble. Up on the grass she goes. Travis Hutchison heads it nose first into the fence, gets hold of it, brings it back down onto the race line. No good. Matthew Hams has gone past him. And into position number 2, Travis Hutchison up the next one. Tracy Panton as they go through the western corner. No doubt about the race leader. The Corbett Performance car out of Gympie, that's Ty Jones. Matthew Hams, good line in second place in front of Travis Hutchison. Ever so slowly, lap by lap, Matthew Hams is closing the gap on him. Travis Hutchison, Cole Jenkins. Matthew Hams almost up on the tail of Ty Jones this time around. Ty Jones in car 29 on the back, 26 on the roof. Got it bouncing a little bit through turn 1 and 2. Matthew Hams has a look down the outside. Thinks the outside's the way to go. Drops off a little bit of the pace that time around. Ty Jones pumping the accelerator, has it bouncing up and down. He knows Matthew Hams is there. Cole Jenkins, Matthew Hams going to be the big pass on the outside. Moves to the outside, the two cars together, a little bit of a touch. No problem there as Ty Jones still holds the race lead. Captain Travis Hutchison, I think, is closing the gap a little bit to these two cars as well. Cole Jenkins back in third. Ty Jones takes the white flag and 1 to go. He's got to hold it in place just for one more lap as they head down to the but he can't do it, and Ty Jones holds on to take it out in front of Matthew Hams. Travis Hutchison, the next one home from Cole Jenkins. Clinton Lawrence in 78 gets it across the line, and Tracy Panton was the last one to greet the judge in Division 2. Right, Hams Auto Shop, their Nova screen windscreen repairers. You find them at Nanango Road at Kingaroy. Also the Hams Tyre Shop. That's Hams Auto Shop for Novus windscreen repairs, and Hams Tyre Shop right here at Nanango Road in Kingaroy. Sounds like a TV program. That's the man from Trackwell. And you can have a look at those beautiful trophies over there. Let's talk to Trevor about modified production. Dampened right down. Unfortunately, the Division 2s will be the ones on that track ride. Now, Peter Stolzenberg, one of the young guns. Chris McGill, Brendan Cowley out there as well. Warren Lawrence, David Brown. That's the field of Division 2s. As around they come to take the green light. And off and running on a rather wet racetrack for the Division 2s, Peter Stolzenberg. Gets going out in front, Warren Lawrence now with Chris McGill tucked in underneath, and Brendan Cowley. David Brown moves up on the inside of him. David Brown also has a look at Warren Lawrence and drives straight past him in the little escort. The race leader, Peter Stolzenberg. In front of Chris McGill, David Brown is really hammering the little escort. Next one through, Brendan Cowley. Peter Stolzenberg, the race leader. Leads them down the main chute, leaves a big opening for Chris McGill, who can't get down on the inside of him. David Brown is driving right around the outside in the escort. Can't get going. On the inside of Peter Stolzenberg. Through the left-hand corner. Gives him a little tap just to remind him he's there. Peter Stolzenberg goes very wide again, leaving another space for Chris McGill, who follows him this time out towards the fence. David Brown in the escort holds on to third. Next one, Brendan Cowley and Warren. Peter Stolzenberg this time, as is Chris McGill, and Peter Stolzenberg right out onto the wall in the main straightaway. He just opens the door each time for McGill, but Chris McGill, or Ray McGill it is, cannot get up there inside. This Peter Stolzenberg closes the door on him. David Brown, Brendan Cowley is in hot pursuit there in position number 4. Peter Stolzenberg, Chris McGill, David Brown, Brendan Cowley, and a distant last at the moment in a very thick battle. Doing a good job holding as the game leaves the big door open, but Chris McGill can't get through, gets out of shape and balks David Brown that time as Brendan Cowley has a look around the outside. Peter Stolzenberg has got Chris McGill, David Brown and Brendan Cowley side by side. White flag out and one to go for Peter Stolzenberg. Leaves the door open yet again. Chris McGill can't quite get the Commodore up there in place. David Brown in. Charging up the inside of Chris McGill. He shuts the door on him in turn number 3. Then ends up right out against the fence. But Peter Stolzenberg is going to win it from Chris McGill. The next one home, David Brown in front of Brendan Cowley. And Warren Lawrence, the last one to greet the judge. That's the way we saw Street Sedan Division 2. Hayden Raymond will start out at 1. Michelle Barbara should be outside of him, which she is. David Madolo will be the next one in car number 37. Janine Jones is car number 7. We go back then to Darren Baldwin in car number 3. And outside is the current Queensland champion, Darren Prim. At the back we should have for the row 3, I think would be the way they're going to come from, as the lights have gone out, the action about to start.
Watch for Raymond, he really does start well. Madolo, David Madolo down the inside, gets a good drive, but Michelle Barbara drops into second place as Madolo now tries to find his way through. Have a look at Baldwin helping Madolo along. Oh, Baldwin! Raymond down in front. And with Mark Raymond now in 3rd place. Brimsy's behind him. Then we go back to Marlon. Jones, sorry. She's having a hell of a time on the back of the circuit, washes up and doesn't at all get control of that at all well. But now it's Aidan Raymond out in front. The car looks nice and balanced. All behind him with the big metal engine. Queensland champion Fred, as he makes his way around the circuit, having a big look at these guys. The wide base signs BP Ferry Street car. As Aidan Raymond starts to clear out, Baldwin in the better electrical car. From the car in a nice route. Mark Raymond behind him. And he's under siege from the Queensland champion. As they find their way around across the start finish line one more time. Michelle Barber in the AP Computers car can't see. Michelle Barbara now into the car starting to go forward. Got our race leader. Really controlled this right from the start. One more lap to go for him. Forward now under Speedway. Mark Raymond all over the back of the Commodore as well. As they make the way around the back of the circuit for the last time. Right with her, car number 28, Aidan Raymond. Then we go back to car 3, Baldwin, back to Jared, and of course with Mark Raymond in 4th place. Another great race. The Raymond car is very, very quick here from Kingaroy Auto Records.
Young Aidan Raymond, put your hands together for him, folks. Big win. Took it.
The pace car. Of course, the pace car is brought to you this weekend, of course, by Auto One, but also Down to Earth Mechanical, who prepare all of our push cars here. Darryl Retschlag, a little 4-cylinder Pulsar. Oh, Harvey gets inside us on the start. Cowley gets a great run on the outside. Oh, they're all starting to watch up. Here comes Retschlag. But Cowley on the outside, the Commodore found the number 4. And hard now. Up on the inside. Look at Darryl Retschlag and the little Pulsar. He's got that thing absolutely screaming. Oh, Cowley up the inside of Hard. Assassin, here he comes, Canberra, Buzzy Go. The Buzzy Go makes his move around on the outside as they come through. He drops on the inside. He's having a look to see how much driving. He's done a great job every time he comes out. Joe Retschlag now with the pendulum swinging really hard in the little Nissan Pulsar back in 5th place. Russell Cowley of the Commodore out in front. The DC tyres, Falcon tyres, Konica entered car, now starting to dictate the pace. Commodore out front. The pace of the cars as they go across the start-finish line now becomes a bit frenetic. car either. So Russell Cowley's definitely found some form in the field. The distance between battle over the back 4 cylinders versus 6. Front wheel drive versus rear wheel drive. Last lap for our race leader Cowley. Cowley now makes his way round. On the front straight. Before the start finish line, Harvey has one last throw of the night. Black flag now. Oh, wouldn't want to separate that. I think it's Cowley, I'm not sure. You were in a better position than I was it Cowley for?
Actually, Paul Jenkins, he had a little bit early. He's won race too early for himself. So he'll just wait out there and get his turn very shortly when it's his heat. Away we go as Travis Hutchison goes to the outside and looks for the big outside pass. Brendan Cowley's in trouble. Gets a little bit of helping hand and around he goes. That's all it's got. Nowhere to go. Division 2's and away they go. Travis Hutchison gives it a real hit in the belly and then goes very, very wide. Looking for the big run around the outside of Chris McGill. Won't get it this time. Right up on the board. Gets them crossed up sideways in front of the rest of the field. Peter Stolzenberg in a little bit of trouble as well. And Matthew Hams tucked in there behind car number 78 in Warren Lawrence. Peter Stolzenberg's giving him plenty. Down on the inside, heaves him out of the road, doesn't do him any good. Neither of them get past Warren Lawrence. Action back behind the Falcon and Warren Lawrence gets a little bit Bailey and wobbly. Through the western corner, that's where the action is. Can he get by this time safely? Is almost by, and Matthew Hams, I think, has got himself up into position number 3. Sets, gets it all out of shape. Comes back under the inside of him. Race leader Chris McGill. Doing his best to allow the others to catch up to him because he's up on the grass. Now he's back on the racetrack and Matthew Hams has just about caught him. Peter Stolzenberg giving him plenty from behind. And Warren Lawrence has dropped out with the tail of the field. Chris McGill, he's a third of a lap in front. Has got himself up into third and is starting to think about second because Travis Hutchison's got the thing right out on the boards again. Through turn 2 and Travis Hutchison having trouble keeping it in the right direction. Matthew Hams right behind him. Peter Stolzenberg. Doing it easy in the Commodore out in front. Travis Hutchison this time gets turn 1 and 2 in the right direction in front of Matthew Hams. Then gets puts the foot into it again down the main straightaway. Holds on to second place. White flag out and only one to go. Travis Hutchison heads for the boards again. Matthew Hams back under the It's going to be a real struggle right to the end of this race. But Travis Hutchison will hold on, take the checkered flag and into position number 2 in front of Matthew Hams. Next one's Peter Stolzenberg and Warren Lawrence. See what this car number 44 has taken an absolute hammering. But it's back out there. The lights have gone out, so that's given them a bit of a hurry along because here we go racing. Ty Jones, he skips away into the race lead in car number 29 and Tracy Panton is the next one. Car number 44 in there is Mark Taylor. Cole Jenkins keeping David Brown at bay, and Tracy Panton gets it all out of shape and runs into, guess what, car number 44. It's a bit like a punching bag, the poor old Falcon, but she's still going. And Daly settles down to try and close the distance between himself and the lead car. Cole Jenkins would be in front of David Brown and Tracy Panton after a little bit of excitement. The last time round is at the tail of the field. Ty Jones. Mark Daly, who won't give in. He'll push that Falcon just as hard as it'll go. Cole Jenkins would be the next one. David Brown in car number 15. Ty Jones car not sounding. So Ty Jones having a few mechanical problems perhaps in car number 29 as Mark Daly really throws the Falcon sideways. Close the gap a little bit there. David Brown. Tail of the field as they go through the western corner, and this time Mark Daly is right up on his hammer. Definitely struggling with the car, and now he's struggling. Mark Daly must have Ty Jones was struggling with his handling. And gets rewarded with a black flag. Okay, Ty Jones will go around and take up his position in the front of the field, and we must be on lap number 12. Mark Daly digs a little bit of a hole. Lights are green, and Ty Jones gets the best of the jump over Cole Jenkins. The next one would be David Brown and Tracy. Escort trying to push as hard as he can, get it going as quickly as he can. Ty Jones bounces it through turn number 1. The car not sounding all that healthy at all. The next one, Dave Brown and well, they're dropping like flies in this one, and Ty Jones is out the front and got a few handling problems with the car as well as a mechanical problem or two, and Cole Jenkins is waiting this time for Ty Jones. Takes the checkered flag. Cole Jenkins, who will come home in position number 2 in front of Dave Brown. Tracy Panton, the last one to greet the judge. Division 2 Street Sedan. Mark Hansen, painter and decorator car. Outside of him in car number 87 is Craig Harm. Current Queensland champion Darren Prim. The VP Berry Street car number 1. Car number... Okay. Unfortunately, folks, full red light is on, as you can see, because we have an injury in the infield, and the ambulance is in attendance. Wes, perhaps you could bring us up to date.
Knock it off.
That's it, folks, because Rodney's got to be taken off. The ambulance are going to take him away to the hospital to check on him. We'll just try and sneak across the racetrack and find out exactly what is going on. But thank you for your attendance here tonight, folks. Unfortunately, not a good way to finish it. But as we said, We've got to look after our own kind, and could be a serious injury to the young fellow. So thank you for your attendance. I hope you enjoyed tonight's racing. And they're away and racing. Down the back chute for the first time, and it indeed is Graham McGill. By Neville Williams, that's the Datsun, back there in position number 2. And just to make it 3 pipes in the first 3 places, Chris Cooper is out there in the Corolla. Nose to tail from the front 2 cars.
To make the way around, Williams now tagged the wall. Then behind him is car number 9, that's Chris Cooper in the little Corolla, doing a great job with the car with not a lot of capacity. One of the cars following up right now. 180 they're doing time on the front there. Car number 34. And Ray McGill doing a fantastic job here. The Timber Towns earth-moving car number 27 of Nev Williams. Behind him, and of course then the Cooper's Racing car number 9, the little Toyota Corolla. Around the back of that car, nose to tail, these guys have obviously raced well together before. They're doing a great show here this evening. Here comes Williams trying to sneak his way up inside. Cooper's got the foot right through the firewall of the little Corolla as McGill washed up and let Williams through. Williams capitalised quite quickly on it. McGill now trying to find a way through. Cooper trying everything with the little Corolla. Very silent down to turn number 3. Oh, that hill to front. Cooper led up hard on the outside of that car.
Well, all that's happening in the fact Neville Williams is going to run away with the tail, as we were saying. It's going to be a first up win for the Datsun. And Neville Williams in car number 27. They're still disputing position number 2 as all sorts of trouble again, but Chris Cooper it is. Into position number 2. Ray McGill will be the next one home in front of Naomi Perkins. The last 2 lanes still battling it out. Car number 21 across the line is Tracy Howe. Just in front of Lisa Crow, the last one to greet the judge out there. And as we were saying earlier, if you want to go and have a look at the trophies, beautiful trophies from the Lula Trophy and engraving, and it's further than I've seen him run in the last 15 years.
Somebody's trying to run away from you with the strap. Darren left his gloves off on top of the car, so we didn't want them doing a lap of the circuit. I'll leave this one to you, Paul.
Okay, Pocket Rockets, here they come. Car number 21 leads them away, that's Tracy Howe, but have a look at the little Toyota. Car number 9 it is, and that's Chris Cooper down the outside. Coming down the inside will be Ray McGill, that's the Subaru. Looking for a way through past Tracy Howe. But she's trying to make that Cortina just as wide as she can. They're going to have to drive around the outside of her, I think. And that's Neville Williams. He's sort of around. Ray McGill's got down the inside. Neville Williams on the outside. He's back there in 3rd position now and settles down to do battle with the Subaru. While this is happening, catch me if you can, fellas. Right now we've got Toyota, Subaru and Nissan and the Fords. Lagging behind a little bit again in the Pocket Rockets as Chris Cooper gets it sideways in turn number 1. Ray McGill and Neville Williams has a look down the inside of him as they go underneath the start-finish line yet again, and Chris Cooper again untidy has got Ray McGill all out of shape down the back chute. All the way back down to Tracy Howe, who'll be the next one on the racetrack. Chris Cooper coming under plenty of pressure now as the white flag is out. Ray McGill has a look down the inside. The Subaru's got the legs and a bit of motion on the racetrack. And Ray McGill into the race lead. The Toyota back there in position 2 and Neville Williams. 180 lead. He'll finish in 3rd position. That's the way they'll cross the line. Checkered flag time. The Fords are having their own little battle at the back, and Tracy Howell will be the one who holds on. Car number 8, at the tail of the field was Naomi Perkins. It's for sale. She could be out there in the Polka. Pulls onto the infield. Rocket Rocket 6 laps the journey as they come around looking for a green one nice and early as Tracy Howell. Lisa Crow settled down to battle it out. Ray McGill looking for the outside pass, and that man Neville Williams is up there very quickly. Ray McGill chasing hard. This is the Subaru. Doing a good job back there in 2nd place, and Neville Williams is in position number 3. Where's the Toyota? Trying to get through the field. Chris Cooper. Walks around the outside and into the race lead. Following him, Neville Williams. Subaru versus Nissan again. This time, we got a Ford up there doing battle as well. And Lisa Crow trying desperately. Has a look on the outside. Ray McGill holds his line as they come underneath the start-finish line again, with Neville Williams looking for the big outside pass. They're side by side as they head down the back chute. And it's and Ray McGill, possibly something wrong with the Subaru from Ray McGill. Yes, it is. It sounds terrible as it goes underneath the control tower here. And Lisa Crow will close that takes the white flag, and every poster winner for him. Ray McGill in the Subaru holds on to position number 2. Unable to close the distance, 90 with only 1 lap to go. Less than 1 lap to go, and car number 9, Chris Cooper, into position number 3 as Neville Williams takes the win in car number 27 in front of Ray McGill. The next one home, Chris Cooper. Back into 21 in Tracy Howell and Naomi Perkins. The last one to greet the show in the Pocket Rockets, the 4-cylinder cars.
Yeah, certainly a great little bit of marketing going on there. Really great team for the guys to get something to take home. Great souvenirs from Speedway. The guys will put those balls into the crowd. Lights go out on the pace car, looking for a start. And that looks like Jessica Raymond up the back, right out the outside as well. We're looking for a start. Green lights on, they've gone. So it's Glacy out in front. 0-3 there doing battle is Jessica Raymond on the inside. Barbara then makes away Simone Barbara. Here comes car 81, right around that Chantel Barbara. Then a month car right up to the back of Jessica Raymond. As they try and sort the source around the back, Jessica Raymond has a big look around the outside. Here comes Barbara down the inside. 44's jumped in the battle here, of course, and that's Raymond Daly. He said, I'll have a bit of this. I've got a fairly large car. Let's make a gap big up. Oh, round goes Raymond. Barbara and Raymond connect over on the back of the circuit. Atlas time for the AP Computers car this evening. Washed up the mum at the wheel, and now hooked up on the back of the circuit with Michelle driving.
His place is Simon Barbara. He was right in there, had the nose of the green Cortina, not letting anybody get away. 81 is to go to the rear of the field as well, and that's Chantel Barbara. So
watch Raymond starting to sneak away around the outside, looking for the green lights to go. They've gone. Green flag wave. Hutchison gets it all untied here in the front straight. Barbara now, Michelle, sorry, the two Barbara cars, car 81, trying to find a way around the outside of Hutchison. There's the Raymond car behind her. Around she goes, nice and quick. Our race leader, which is car number 42, which is Daniel Clayton. And Clayton now overtaken quite quickly there by 44, which is Raymond Daly. So Daly got the big XF Falcon now wound up. He knows he's got to try and get away because he's got Barbara and also Jessica Raymond chasing down. Only a few laps left to travel into the juniors. Oh, Barbara washed up on the same corner of Mother and Tom early this evening, and the car looked a bit untidy. Car number 9 slipped down the inside. That's Samantha Barbara. And they start to work their out. Here comes Jessica Raymond now, the career auto record car around the outside, trying to find a way at least up into the top 3 places. Raymond Daly now, got the car nice and balanced, very little pressure in that front left tyre. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, it nearly looks flat. Raymond on the outside of car number 9. No room out there. She's going to get a lot of drive. She's having a big go hung up on the bench. Have a look at the drive by Raymond. She gets back outside of the Barbara now up on the inside as well. And you can't go round on the outside. Oh, a bit of a push by Barbara on Barbara as the AP Computers car comes through. Our race leader now around the back of the circuit, starting the cars. Car 44 is Raymond Daly. Second place is 42, which is Daniel Clayton. Then we go back to car number 1, which is Simon in the older Cortina. As last lap flag comes out, we've got 1 lap left to travel. And here comes the battle between Jessica Raymond and Chantel Barbara. That's the one to watch. Our race leader now, car 44, Raymond Daly, is going to take the checkered flag. Second place still coming around is car number 42, which is Daniel Clayton. Clayton now, here comes Barbara. She's going to get a sniff of this. She wants second. And she has, big contact over here on the start, before the start-finish line. Car number 9, which is Samantha Barbara's escort, not sounding at all too healthy as well.
car number 44, Wonder Watch, Raymond Daly. Also car 37 moving around, that's Josh Frank. Over into his position. The other car number 88 is Clinton Patton. Yes, Clinton Patton in car number 88. That's our field of juniors. The lights have gone out. And away we go, and a good start from the front of the field. Young Jessica Raymond on the outside of Michelle Barbara. The two of them go side by side down the back chute. It's Jessica Raymond who gets the better of that over Chantel Barbara. Coming right around the outside from towards the tail of the field, Raymond Daly, and the two girls in front will know that Raymond Daly is the one to beat in this event, and he set sail after Jessica Raymond. Closing to get very, very quickly is Raymond Daly in the big red and white Falcon. He tucks on the tail of Chantel Barbara right now, looking for the outside pass. The juniors staying off that wet bit right down close to the grass. And they've got a little bit of a wobble up there between Chantel Barbara. Got it all in the shape. Daly nowhere to go. Bit of a slip on the side and up on the fence. Field officials quickly to the rescue. Maybe Raymond Daly is able to get it off the racetrack or off the race fence. Hopefully no damage to the front of the car. Michelle Barbara got it a little bit wobbly down the back straight, and suddenly Raymond Daly didn't have anywhere to go. To taste some of their delicious product out of Cook's Bakery. And as the car is removed from the far side of the field, Amalgamated Pest Control, their quality is rolling around now. The lights have gone out, so it looks like the juniors are ready to get going again. And Jessica Raymond is the race leader over Josh Crang. Jessica Raymond getting a good start as the light turned green. She got a good view of that and set sail. Josh Crang right behind. Next one there would be car 21. That's Simon Barbara. And we'll wait for Chantel Barbara to come across the back of the pack. 33 getting a bit Amy Howe. Untidy down the back chute as they head down the main straight. Jessica Raymond, the race leader. Josh Crang has a look underneath as they head down the back chute. They go side by side down the back straight away to number 3, and Jessica Raymond on the outside doing battle with Josh Crang, who's got the better position. She comes back down, trying to hold him, and Josh Crang has forced his way through. Plenty of wheel work from the young fellow in car number 37, but he is the new race leader. As the next time around, I think you'll find the white flag. Jessica Raymond again on the outside. Those two a long way in front of Chantel Barbara and Simon Barbara. We go back to Josh Crang in trouble. The car has stopped. Jessica Raymond says thank you very much. Takes the white flag. 1 lap to go for her. Hard luck to Josh Crang. Something wrong with the car. He pulled it onto the infield. Chantel Barbara gets in position number 2, and Simon Barbara holds on to 3. Then we go back to 33 of Amy Howe. The next one will be Tabitha Sheffield in car number 2 as Jessica Raymond completes the journey. And to her in the second outing of the juniors. Tabitha was the driver of car number 88. Third place home now is Simon Barbara in 21, just in front of Amy Howe. The cars, and you wear all the safety gear, so if you'd like to be involved, have a talk to Mum and Dad, maybe we'll see you out. The revs are rising, and Raymond Daly gets the jump as the lights turn green. And he goes straight into the race lead. And straight onto the infield is Amy Howell in car number 33. And straight into the fence, getting it all wrong, is Raymond Daly, and he has given that fence a real hiding. The ambulance quickly onto the scene, I would imagine. Raymond Daly, he's had a big night, and
Is he the one that did it last
if somebody over there can give us a wave, or perhaps our Nick's over there with the headset, perhaps you could let us know exactly how driver and passenger are.
The first one, yeah, trouble getting it right. So that's why he's with it a bit wet in here. I think that car likes it. It's a bit wet. The tram, once it's dry, it starts digging in. Plus, it slows the other blokes up too. The wet. McGill, the one that comes second, he slows his car up when it's wet.
Both okay? Yes, out of the car. That was a big impact into the fence. He got it all wrong in turn 2. And both A-okay? Great service here in Kingaroy from the QAS, from the ambulance people. Every time we're up here at the showgrounds, great support from the local ambulance. Yes, they breed them tough up here in Kingaroy. Raymond Daly. He comes around, folks. Give him a wave. He's just belted the nose of that Falcon straight into the wall. Now he's realised there's a full red light, which is now flashing. He has just belted the wall, and he wants to keep going. So give him a wave as he comes around. Young fella's pretty tough. Hey, I can...
You do it again.
Safety gear was broken after the accident. That's the rules, folks, unfortunately. And as we were saying, people very, very strict on the safety gear. And it was broken. Waiting for a green one this time around with the juniors, and Amy Howe leads them away. Jessica Raymond, Michelle Barbalow, and Amy Howe has just turned right and driven straight into the fence. Everything seems to be all right. The car's still running. So around the racetrack, she got about halfway. Yes, green. Jessica Raymond sees it, and she's away. Michelle Barbala sets out after. And Tabitha's up into position number 3. Amy Howell a little bit slower through turn 1 and 2 this time. Clint Patton at the top. Jessica, Michelle and Tabitha. Little ladies out in front. Amy Howell would be in 4th position, and Clinton Patton in 88 would be the next car. Amy Howell gets it around this time. Yes, she'll be wary of the fence out there every time she comes around. Jessica Raymond doing a great job out in front in car 03 on the roof, 30 on the door, and she probably be the best part of half a lap in front of Michelle Barbala. Tabitha Sheffield, Amy Howell, and so Jessica Raymond continues on her merry way in car number 30. Coming up on the back of Clinton Patton and Amy Howell. And we'll put a lap down on them. Clinton Patton moves up. Hopefully he can see the flag, white flag out for Jessica Raymond. She's down on the inside of Amy Howell and successfully negotiates that. Michelle Barbala is in position number 2, and we're going to have some screams in the control tower shortly because Tabitha Sheffield is holding on to 3rd place. She's only got one more to go, Sandy, and she'll run a place. Jessica Raymond completes it, takes the checkered flag. Amy Howell's across the line as well, as is Clinton Patton. Michelle Barbala across the line, and wait for it. Tabitha, here she comes. Don't give up yet, Tabitha. No, don't stop. Oh, the lights have gone red. No, Tabitha, you've got to get to the checkered flag quickly. Sandy can't take any longer. She's going to get across the line and takes the checkered flag and runs a place in the juniors in position number 3 and drives car 2, and Tabitha Sheffield in car number 2. That's the Michelle. Chantel Barbala, of course. I've been quickly reminded that Michelle Barbala is no longer a junior.
By about 25 years.
No, that's not nice. It's depending on how you look at it. Okay, well, we've got Tabitha doing a little bit of a bomber's waltz. We haven't seen the bomber's waltz for a while. She's got it sorted out now, and Jessica Raymond goes straight into the race lead, and that turns it around down the back straight, and Amy Howell doesn't hit her. And Chantel Barbala goes around the outside as well. Track's just that little bit damp.
Well, the sewing class has done fairly well. She threaded the needle between the 2 cars there, Chantel Barbala. Just a minor bit of contact on the way through.
Let's go out. We'll have Chantel Barbala leading away Tabitha Sheffield. Next one there will be Clinton Patton Amy Howell and Jessica Raymond. Amy Howell right out on the wall, gets back up on the grass. Then coming back on the racetrack, Jessica Raymond drives past. Moves up on the grass again, Amy. Comes back across the grass onto the racetrack. Chantel Barbala, here's the race leader. Tabitha Sheffield is in second place. Oh dear, oh dear. Amy Howell, thank you, whack. And for about 3/4 of a lap. Finally succeeded. Jessica Raymond pulls to the back of the pack and will follow them around for a while. Chantel Barbala is clearly in the race lead as Amy Howell has gone up on the grass. As Tabitha Sheffield is up on the grass as well. Clinton Patton has gone into position number 2. Amy Howell is coming back with some more. As Chantel Barbala goes around the outside of her, up into the stuff where it's a bit loose. Clinton Patton is in second place. Tabitha Sheffield is third and Jessica Raymond. Chantel Barbala, the race leader as she comes down the main straight. Doing a good job out in front in the car number 81. Amy Howell has been lapped and will have to do some body work to the car during the week. Is in 88. Tabitha Sheffield and Jessica Raymond settle down to battle out position number 3. Jessica Raymond moves down on the inside of her. As Chantel Barbala puts another lap down on the journey. Jessica Raymond's gone through into position number 3. Way to go that is catch up to Clinton Patton, who holds on to second place and is right behind Amy Howell. White flag time for Chantel Barbala in the junior feature, and she's only got one lap to go. Gets it a little bit out of shape in turn 2. Clinton Patton on the tail of Amy Howell with one lap to go for her, and one lap now for Jessica Raymond, Tabitha Sheffield. But here's our race winner. Chantel Barbala takes out the feature event for the juniors tonight. A distant second will be Clinton Patton. Amy Howell a lap down. Jessica Raymond will finish in third place. Only got turn 3 to negotiate again as Clinton Patton takes second place and Jessica Raymond gets across the line in position number 3 in front of Tabitha Sheffield and Amy Howell. Production in car number 51, and Alan Schultz is the extra one there in car number 17. This is a great
Looking for start here. Watch Adrian Scott on the inside. Truett now up the back of his well. Barbara. All inside cars are going to try and push Stott right through to push Harmony well up onto the fence. They go. Stott gets a great start. Green lights on. Here comes Trent. Barbara's got a problem. He's going to pull up the hook. Having a few hot laps. We'll go and check the car out. The red lights have come on.
As I can tell you from here, the outside steer tyre's gone flat. So a little bit of a touch somewhere before the race actually started, and the Kingaroy's Commodore
Waiting to see what's going to happen. Good fields of cars. Blame the Blockmore there in the blue and red cars. Watching it's true on car number 12, the big Falcon. Here they come. Stott goes into the corner first. He's trying to find his way through. Red lights are on.
And if My ears are correct. Adrian Stott's going to the rear. No way, he says. Glenn Truan will say, thank you very much. I'll just move straight up here into position number 1. That's where I should have been right from the start.
Hasn't that just worked into the hands of Glenn Truan? So now Truan finds himself up on pole position. He was all over the back of Stott's car as they were going into the turn for the first time. The big Falcon now. Watch Truan. Behind him, of course. Hardy's been washed up. Now it's Truan. So Truan's away. Here comes Ray McLaughlin. But out front. So that's Kabuki behind him. The AMS mechanical car from way out there. Here comes Zielinski up on the inside. The AMS mechanical car. Zielinski now trying to find a way to the first. The car looking a little bit untidy. No urban light. Fair bit of smoke coming from the back of Zielinski's car. Here comes Adrian Stott up the inside. Glenn Truan out in front. Car 70, the AMS mechanical car. Then we go back to car 71. Then Adrian. Look at the pace of these super streets. This is why they're so entertaining. The passengers get the fastest ride of their lives as they travel around the Kingaroy. Mechanical second. And then Adrian Stott coming out of position number 6. Watch Marble coming from the rear as well. As Zielinski. Out of the way, McLaughlin. He opened the door. Schultz jumped straight in as well. Here comes Truan. Harms jumped in for 4th place. And Madonna is washed up against the Zielinski comes through. Adrian Stott. Zielinski is very sideways. Good driving by him to hold on at Adrian Stott now trying to find a way around, but Wayne McLaughlin's out in front. Truan helped him into the wall. Oh, they're all Adrian Stott here. Harmy come to battle. Stott's got a flat tyre now on the front. Schultz washed up and got sideways. Truan was up on the inside of him. He had nowhere to go but keep driving him high.
A problem is going to join you on the infield because he got greeted with a bit of black cloth.
So it looks like they have that black flag, Truan?
They have, that's why he's on the infield with you.
Rightio. Well, that's made Mr. Schultz a little bit happier. Not very much. We're looking to restart again. And have a look at Zielinski's ended up right on the back of McLaughlin. This is going to be a great start. So McLaughlin now. Have a look at Dave Barbara as he drops onto the pole line of the big Commodore. As he comes to lead 3 and 4. Big push on mid-track for that car as well. It's not looking as tight as it was at the start. Frustrated in the Commodore. Madolo hangs onto the back of the grim death. He doesn't want to let these cars get away. Zielinski in pursuit. And it's got the red haze on. He's really starting to turn the car. Look at the slide up the inside of McLaughlin. Big move from Zielinski there. McLaughlin washed up in Wayne McLaughlin. Behind him was Dave Barbara. But the Zielinski air-moving car out in front. Wayne McLaughlin's got no answer. Why is that car He's broken a link arm in the rear. So Harm and Dave Barbara doing that. Last lap flag being shown, one flag down. Barbara on the inside has got himself up in the 4th place. The AP Computers car. Car number 8. Takes second. Third jumps through to Harm with 4th. The AP Computers entry on David Barbara.
Well, Robert Zielinski just made it right at the death. Those people on the far side will see it. The outside steer tyre has come off the rim and has gone flat right in the last corner.
Commodore ahead. He's replaced most of the front end just to get it out to this next heat. They have tirelessly worked in the to get that car in. Fantastic effort. They've really done a great job. Zielinski in the pole. Barbara out the outside of him. Then we come down to Hart. Schultz then we come back to Madolo and McLaughlin on the outside. Adrian Stott and Truan coming off the rear. Truan needs a good result in this race. The car, this is his first defence, and if you get a chance to have a look inside the car, it's a work of art. It really, really is a nice car. Gets some valuable time in the car. Look at Zielinski's, he goes out of the hole. Hard now on the inside, Schultz goes down the inside. Barbara's going to get caught up. McLaughlin on the inside of Madolo. Truman's trying to find a way out. And Adrian Stott hung out on the wall beside McLaughlin. Madolo now holds those 3 cars behind him. But out in front. He comes over, mechanical car is short. He's got a bit of a handling problem, he's got a bit of an unknown quantity in the front end setup. Have a look at Davis mechanical car now Shane Tyrrell. Adrian Stott now up the inside. He's going to get caught in traffic. Trying to get past. Tyrrell now. Everybody mustering their way up past him. Have a look at Wayne McLaughlin and Tyrrell. They're trying to find the way around. Here comes Adrian. Third place isn't decided yet. Have a look at Adrian Scott. Takes second. Have a look at Stott. Stott nowhere around 85 half takes third place. Adrian Stott into the fourth. Oh, dearie me.
That's super street racing. We had a few problems the last heat. Robert Zielinski starting out of pole said, "See you later, guys." Great drive by Clary Barbara. Event.
Oh well, Zielinski out of pole, Harley on the outside, McLaughlin and Truman, Bartler out behind him. This is a crackerjack field. These guys are really going to go forward. They've been all psyched up watching the modified production cars go. Zielinski's really keen to show, well, have a look at the power come down in Zielinski's Cortina. And Zielinski now, oh, car nice, Zielinski. So look at McLaughlin's come from nowhere. McLaughlin! Well, oh, that's huge ball. Absolutely huge. The production cars go. Zielinski's really keen to show, well, have a look at the power come down in Zielinski's Cortina. And Zielinski now, oh, car nice, Zielinski. So look at McLaughlin's come from nowhere. McLaughlin! Well, he's on the brakes trying to stop it and everybody's spearing around either side of him. Absolutely huge.
We might be able to continue with most of them. Car 12 on the infield and a problem with the fan valve, I think, down here in Harmy's car.
Have a look at Zielinski try and drive down the inside of the goal. Look at that 88 KB Computers car. Oh, Jay Bartler, now Zielinski's car. Leaning over and great getting good drive on that outside rail. Comes across the start and finish line. Here comes Marble and Zielinski now behind him. We've got Schultze now in the A-list. Zielinski now washes up into the fence. Oh, big hit. Zielinski's got problems with that car. It started to bounce around on that shock. Jay Bartler, the AB Computers car, trying to find a way down the inside of Harvey. Here comes Schultze. As they start to catch the car into, which is, of course, Shane Tyrrell. Oh, a bit of bounce out of there. Harvey washed up towards the board. That car is pulls up on the infield, lets it go past. Four cars left in their feature. Here comes Schulte, the AMS mechanical car. He means business. He's got a shock of 90 Now he's starting to get frustrated behind Harvey. Here comes Schulte, the other Commodore as well. So they do battle across the start-finish line. It's the minor 10 car versus the AP computers car and the AMS mechanical car. Coming in third place. Harvey now, starting to, Barbara, big move down the inside. Big lead on the side of Harvey's car as they come to turn number 2. And Barbara goes Now he's got to find his way past Harvey as well. Schultz now in third place, the AMS mechanical car. Trying to find a way around. Starting to clear out. Maybe the luck of his daughter in the earlier race is starting to rub off on Dave tonight. Here comes Schultz up the inside. Oh, big lead. Did want to drive through the door. Harvey back down to that break the third. Barbara now takes a white flag. Then we go back to Harvey. Harvey, oh, big wash up out of there. Here comes Schultz. He's got to see with this Schultz now. The luck of the Irish team tonight. Barbara's going to take the win. Harvey's going to take second place. Third back to Schultz. And Madola comes in for fourth. With a gang of the cars left on the infield fourth. The carnage was pretty heavy, but the action was thick and fast.
Congratulations to David Barber. I'll tell you what, it's been a little while between drinks for him.